Renewals matter. In fact, Harvard Business Review has found that increasing customer retention rates by just 5% increases revenue by 25 to 95%. That is huge. My name is Jeremy Enders, Manager of Training here at AdCellerant, and here are 5 things to avoid when renewing customers. Don't assume that renewing and selling are the same skill. Renewing requires providing insights, not just telling numbers and results. You need to interpret the good, bad, and ugly of the campaign to educate the customer on what we've learned, what you've gained, and how to use these insights to improve the results for future campaigns and just their business itself. Number 2 thing to avoid when renewing with your clients: don't just read the reporting to them. They can probably already read. They don't need you to read the numbers, they need insights from you. What did you learn and how can you use that to improve their business and their next campaigns? Your insights are the biggest differentiator you have, not the products and not the tech. It's you. Number 3 thing to avoid when renewing your customers is communicate with them frequently. Do not wait until the end of the campaign to talk to them about the reporting. Ideally, you're talking to them at least once a month about what's happening in the campaign, not just sending them a reporting, but providing them insights. What is the story that this month's numbers have told us? They're going to really love you for it and really feel like they're in control of the campaign rather than having this thing that they don't really understand happening on the side. Any relationship lives or dies by communication or lack of it. If you only ever talk to your spouse once every 3 months and only when you need to spend thousands of dollars, that would not be a good relationship. They would probably feel awful and you probably wouldn't have a spouse for very long. Now, how do you think your advertiser feels when you do the exact same thing to them? Number 4 thing to avoid when doing your renewals is don't be afraid to change the campaign strategy mid-campaign. One of the benefits of frequently checking on a campaign's reporting is realizing that sometimes the strategy you started with just isn't working. It's not doing what the client really wanted to accomplish their goals. That is okay. As soon as you catch that, call it out, call up the client, and talk through alternatives we can do to still accomplish their goals. Your client's going to appreciate your honesty, build trust with you, and most importantly, you're not wasting money running a campaign that's not accomplishing the results they're paying for. Number 5 thing to avoid when going for renewals with your client is avoid not asking for the renewal. Believe it or not, some people just don't. They go over the reporting, the insights, and they leave it there. Don't be afraid to ask for that renewal. The good thing about everything we've talked about so far is throughout this whole process, checking the reporting, talking about insights every month, your client should be prepped and hopefully excited to start their next campaign, because this whole process you've been talking about, what you've been learning in this current campaign that you can apply to the next campaign to make that next campaign even more efficient, to target even a better audience and hone in those results for the client's goals. So don't forget to ask for that campaign renewal and close that sweet, sweet deal.